Everyone's
All right, guys.
fault.
Here's the story of Terrell.
Okay. First
Let's
off,
go.
I want to tell
Let's
him
do
the first
this.
reason. Okay, we go there. We're in the parking lot.
Terrell's
He's
stories.
Like, this is the spot I always go into because I like it. It's my favorite
It
spot.
is my favorite spot. I love that spot.
Wait, do that again.
So he
Do that
goes
again.
over there,
Terrell,
goes
do
over
that again.
there.
Do that again.
No,
One more
He
time.
goes over there, and we see this chick and this dude in the car. But I really wasn't paying attention to him at first at all. And he's like, listen to this music, it's so good. So we're sitting there listening to it.
It was
Whatever.
good though.
And all of a sudden, the windows are rolled up. He's like, let me turn the heat on when it's already 5,000 degrees. He turns it up. There's like 5,000 degrees. I can't breathe.
Dude,
right?
roll the window up.
But I was looking at her because like she was staring at me, so I stared back. I was like, why are you staring at me for? So I had to roll the window down like this because he was staring at me because he turned the stupid heat up so high that I had to
Oh
roll
my
the window
God.
down. So I was like, so she thought I wanted her to come over because I rolled the window down. Then she comes over, she's like, hi guys, what you doing? The mall's closed. And I was like, oh, I'm not doing anything. And then she left. And then Jarrell and Eric are like, do you know her? I was like, no, I was just talking to her. And then
Fool.
the reason that she came over was because he turned the heat up like a psycho, and we went to the mall for no reason. And I rolled the window down. That's why it happened. No
Your
other
face
reason.
It
is
happened
greasy,
because
yo.
you stared at her when she was staring at you.
That's not what happened. No.
Hey, your
Okay,
side
if I
story.
do it this- Are you gonna come over and talk?
I wasn't staring at her like that anyway.
You
She
were.
was looking at
You
me.
were staring right at
You
her.
were just-
He's rolling the window down, his tongue out, everything.
No, I was trying to breathe.
Yeah,
Turn
come
the
here.
heat on- turn the
Come here,
heat on.
baby.
The heat, first off, I turned the heat on like halfway down 9. It was just on, and I forgot to turn it off. All you needed to do was turn it up. You're like, yo, it's hot. Turn it off. That's all you needed to do.
No.
But no, you just had to be like staring right at her, and then you gotta roll the window down.
No,
It's your fault.
no, that's still your fault. No, that is still your fault.
You don't stare at people and expect them to not come over and talk to you.
No one does that. Like, I don't know why she got out the car in the first place.
Next time you have human contact, stare at someone. See if they come talk to you. Just stare at them.
No,
Like
usually
15
when people
minutes
stare
straight.
at you, they walk away and try to avoid you or something. Usually.
You're
Not
an
get
idiot.
out the car and come and say hi. And say, what are you guys doing when the mall's closed? And you're like, the mall. And then she
You wanna
leaves.
go to the mall right
the funny
now?
thing
We'll
is
go to
she.
the mall.
The funny thing is she left. She leaves, right? That bitch is crazy. The mall is open. Then he goes to the door and it's closed. That's exactly what she said.
That is true. That is
It's
true.
for some bullshit reason, though. I forget what it was. It was a bullshit reason. It was like fucking 6 o'clock.
That was so
It was on
weird,
a
though.
Sunday. They closed early. That's why.
It was 6 o'clock. There's no way the mall closed at 6 o'clock. It was for some bullshit reason.
Oh my.
I think it was a holiday, I'm not sure.
That was such a
Nah, I
weird
don't
day.
remember what it was.
That was so weird. That's all your fault, though.
I'm sure it was my fault.
Yeah, I was dying in there. You had no effect. You had like lava.
Okay.
Basically had like lava in your face. You're like, this is something you use to bop your head, and I had to breathe and roll the window down.
But
I
you
like
still,
the
you
heat.
couldn't just ask to, hey, I want to turn down the heat.
Even if I
No,
turned
you're
it
gonna
down.
stare at somebody and just.
No, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Like I did it really fast. First off, if I saw someone roll the window down like a crazy psycho, I'll be like, oh shit, there's something wrong with him. Not come over because he rolled the window down fast. It's not like I did this. Hey, and roll it down slow. I didn't do that.
Hey.
No, it's
This is great. Oh my god.
Oh,
Okay, if I turned the heat off, that
I
would
would
not.
win.
Nothing would have
Turn
happened.
the
I still
heat
would have died in the car.
wait, your excuse
I'm
for
sure
staring
you
at
would
her.
die.
because
It's
she's
like you're gonna
staring at you?
suffocate because
Okay,
the air
this
is
what
hot.
happened, right?
You
I wasn't
suffocate
in
the
the
summer.
I was listening to some stupid music. Bobby like this, whatever. And I'm like, why the hell are they in there by themselves over there? So I'm like, oh,
Oh
that's
my-
weird. Then she automatically just starts turning at me. It's like, what is she staring at?
So why are you
So I was
still staring at her?
She was staring at me. It's like,
Don't
what are you
stare.
doing?
What are people supposed to do when people stare at them? Walk away. What did you do? Stare back.
Oh, walk away out of the car.
At least stop having eye contact.
So that
with
would have
her.
worked. If I got out the car, that would have been better. She would have been, oh, let me get away now because I got out the car when she came to me in the first place.
Instead of rolling down the window while staring at her, you could just stare straight ahead, open the
No,
window.
he wanted to get out of the car, but
Okay,
like,
I
yo, what up?
guarantee you,
Yeah,
if
you
I looked
wanted-
straight ahead and rolled the
That's
window
what it
down,
was.
she
You
still
wanted
would
to
have came
smash.
over.
But you
You wanted to get
staring
away.
at her in the process does not help, though.
Because the thing is, she got out the car because, I don't know, I think she was with this guy or whatever. She got out the car, she had her other
The
car
best
there.
part was she went
would've
to
still
a
came
different
over,
car
I think.
later on. That was better.
Yeah,
That
she
was my
would have came
favorite.
over anyway. That's what I think.
She's car hopping.
Yes, I hate
It was that game, yeah.
I hate that
You're
game.
just mad.
And that other game that you play is like a cracked out Monopoly game. 400 dices and stuff like this is retarded.
What are you even
There's
talking
like
about?
12 dice.
Is he-
What are you even
What are we-
talking
what are-
about?
game, right?
Talking about when we
What
did
do
the
you
figure eight.
No, this is okay. This is
Eric,
really,
is he
like-
high?
No, we went over Floris's house or
What?
Oh,
what's his name?
that's not my game.
No, it was his game. It was retarded. It was like a
Yeah,
super
I hate that
retarded
one too.
Monopoly.
I hate that
12
one too.
dice. I mean, you roll dice. So I take dice out of my pocket and roll with dice. That was the worst game I've ever played. That was a stupid game. Still your fault though.
Oh shit.
Fucking sure.
It is. I never would have rolled the window down if you didn't put the heat up like a psycho. How did you not realize?
She never would have came over
But
if
the
you
thing
didn't
is,
stare at her.
I forgot my face was on fire. So I didn't turn the heat off. That's
How do
exactly
you
what
forget
happened.
your face is on fire?
Well, that's happened
What
to
are you? You
Was
would
it hot?
suffocate in the summer? Like, how do you can't deal with hot air, really?
Well, it was
You're gonna
already
die.
warm. It wasn't that cold outside. You turned it up so
Dude,
hot.
it was on like the lowest
I don't
setting. I turned it on halfway down 9, and you just
I
didn't
don't
turn
understand
it
it. You,
down. That's
why
on your.
why
that's
would
on
you
your-
ever need heat? I've
All
seen you go outside with like no shirt on and like 10 degrees and be like, I'm fine, you guys. And now I only turn the heat on. That's exactly what happened.
I like the heat. I can deal with the cold. I just like the heat.
Oh my goodness.
If you're too hot, turn the air off. Shit.
But if I
Don't stare at a chick.
oh my god, if I turned the heat off, that still would have been hot. I had to get out the car instead.
That's your fault.
No, it's not my fault. Well,
That's you.
that can possibly okay. It
Right
can
there,
possibly
that's
no, it can possibly be my
That's what
fault.
happened.
But your fault is okay. Your fault is definitely the horse one. The horse thing is definitely your fault.
Alright, tell the horse
We
story.
need to get this story on video.
Alright, let's go. Let's go
Oh,
through
I
it.
love this
All right.
story.
So, okay. Okay. First off,
Okay.
Jamar can't run. That's not to say that he's not falling. He can't run.
Jamar.
All right. So, he shows me. You know the manhunt place we go to all the time. We used to go to manhunt.
Why is
That what is it?
you're telling
You
this
know the
video-
manhunt?
Yeah, what was it? The
Neighborhood that never was?
neighborhood never was.
We
Yeah.
go over there. We would-
Okay.
Yeah, we would play over there, right?
Yeah.
And it was like, well, this is so cool. I'm gonna show you. So we're walking over there. We're just looking out, checking stuff out. I'm seeing signs inside saying no trespassing. When I was like, oh, should we really be over here? I'm like, oh, whatever. That's gonna happen. No one's over here. So we're over here. We're looking like in the middle was like concrete on the ground, and we're like sitting. I don't know why we were sitting behind bushes or something. We're just sitting behind bushes, and all of a sudden I see this big thing, big head with a long neck. I said, what the heck is that? I look up, get closer, look at it, and I'm like, hey Eric, do you know what? Like that, and he's gone. So I was like, what's going on? And so I just started bolting because the guy was in
Here
it.
it
And I thought
comes.
he was gonna chase us with his horse or something.
Get
Like we
him.
start running. So me and him start going crazy. Eric's ahead. I'm like catching up to him. I'm like going crazy. And then
Wait, do that
and
again.
then Jamar-
Do that again,
and
Terrell.
then Jamar was
Terrell.
behind us.
Terrell, look at the camera. Do it again.
And Jamal's like 10 miles back. Going,
What?
slow motion. Then he just trips over in, like air. I don't know what he's doing. He just trips, goes, oh, and falls down. Then I'm like, oh, Jamar's like finished. He's gonna get rode by a horse. The guy's going, they're ready to kill you or something. so I was like, what is going on? And then he finally caught up to us, and he's like, then I was like yelling at Eric saying, why did you bring us over there or whatever? Like, you're an idiot. You gave me no warning whatsoever. You just disappeared out of nowhere. I was like, hey, Eric, you were gone.
In my mind, I saw the horse, and I saw it. It's supposed to be it's a deserted area. I saw the horse. I'm like, that can't be good. So I was just gone. Two in my head. I was like, okay, that's not good. I was just gone.
How did Jamar get up?
I don't know. He caught up to us later. He's just,
No, we stopped right around in the field. My favorite part of that story was it was just
The angels in the outfield helped him up.
yeah, he seriously fell down. He just like he almost fell face forward, face flat on his face like this. He's like that, like really retarded. There's like a lot of steep things though like this, but it wasn't like that bad if you fall right on your face.
I used to do that all the time.
Oh my god, this is great.
So wait, what about this horse? Was it just a horse? Was there
No,
actually
it was a
anybody
guy
on
on top of it,
It
and
was like
he
a
owns the
horse-drawn
area.
carriage thing.
He owns the area, and it said no trespassing. We can get in trouble. You get like a fine for it or something. But I didn't think he saw us. But he started moving.
He definitely didn't see us.
But I thought he did because I was like, that's why I started running.
I just ran because I didn't want him to see us. Would have been another Jamar. You both would have been like,
What are you talking about? I have a great sense of balance. I'm not Jamar. Okay? I can run.
It's not that. It was like
No.
steep. It wasn't like a flat road. It was like this.
It doesn't matter.
wait, what was it like again?
You want to do it again?
It was like,
Do the running thing. Do the run thing.
It looked like he was trying his hardest and he was going nowhere.
Do the running thing again. Terrell, do the running thing again.
What a running
Duh.
thing.
Do it. Do it.
He's like,
Wait, let me do it.
he's like,
Do it again.
Come on. How is it my fault?
everyone agrees.
Okay,
Everyone we tell the story to,
explain to me
everyone
how the
agrees
other
it's your fault.
give me anything I could have done to stop the heat from burning my face off.
Tell
I tried
them
to-
to turn it down.
Turned it
Turn
off.
it
Okay,
off.
so off. All heat around me disappears, gone. My face stops melting off.
No,
from
but at
the
least you
heat.
don't got a stream of heat going in your face.
Well, that's
It's
step
just that it
one.
would stay down
Step
while
one,
staring
tell
at
them
her.
to turn it off. Step two, do not make eye contact with a woman. Step two. Step
That would
three.
just sound gay.
Step
Okay.
three, you don't roll down the window while
Do
continuously
not
staring
make
at
eye contact with women. Only men only. No,
Well,
listen.
Trevor's just gay.
with
that's
the
why.
woman. Okay, the
Okay,
woman.
one, she had a dude in the car, so I'm like, maybe that's her boyfriend or whatever, and staring at her or looking
They
back
were
at her
fucking,
for
but
staring
they
at me. He's not
weren't
gonna do
boyfriend and
anything.
girlfriend.
So I'm like, okay, maybe that's not gonna do anything. So that's why I didn't think she would ever come out the car and say
This
hi
is
in the first
great.
place.
This is horrible.
That's what I thought.
Just,
But
it's
my,
your fault. It's
okay,
your fault.
if it's so hot, okay, all right.
Let's go.
I'm trying to think of something.
Get him.
You and Eric are like all surprised and like.
We thought you knew her. Like they had a good
Terrell,
conversation too. You know
"Terrell,
what I'm
I'm gonna
saying?
give you some props, man. How do you know that chick? Like you and Gerard had that face like, how do you know her? So you guys had that face
no,
like.
there was no face. I was
Well,
just
you
like,
and
do you
Eric
know
were like,
her?
Yeah,
guys
just
were
like
do
that.
You know her? Oh,
That's
wow.
We did not do
Wow.
that. He blows stories out of proportion. Like I'm sure.
Like fucking the Monopoly Man or something.
What could have happened though? Like I couldn't get out of that situation. Like what other? I couldn't do anything.
Stop staring.
If I turned it off, I still would have died. I had to get out the car.
Here
that
we
would
go
have been
again.
worse.
You couldn't just deal with it.
And no, I couldn't deal with it. You have no idea.
Me and Jarrell were
Look,
fine.
this is him, right?
I know
This
we
is
weren't
Eric.
bitching.
This is Eric. Listen to music, right? Like that, and his like face is like melting. He's like, like that, like not even bothering him at all. So I'm like, oh my god, like what is wrong with you? As I was rolling the window down, I was like, Eric, are you crazy? That's exactly what I said because it was so hot in there. It was the only car in the parking lot.
Are you kidding? Definitely not the only car in the parking lot.
There was like no cars in
The
the parking lot.
lot was
Especially
packed.
where your favorite spot was.
The lot was packed.
Maybe that's
Why?
why.
Yeah, you talking about? Nigga, we tried to go to Sears. That shit was
Maybe
packed. We went to
It
bed.
was packed. It was closed. What would be packed?
It was packed as
That's
hell.
why I
Inside.
didn't believe it was closed.
Well, the spot we were at, it was empty. It was no cars over there.
Of
No.
course the spot I was at was empty. I needed
No,
to
I'm
get
talking
into
about
it.
like the area. There's like no cars.
There was cars everywhere. Do you even remember what happened
Okay,
that
so
night?
there's cars everywhere, and the chick was just like in the car with the guy, and there's cars everywhere. That's exactly what happened.
How far away was this car compared to your spot?
It was
Okay, his spot,
what-
right?
It was the spot in front of us.
Oh
and
my
one over.
god.
Yeah, but everywhere else,
It
there
was
no, every spot
right
was
there.
Empty. Every other
I'm
part of the store was
sure.
empty. Dude, like on the other side of like the mall, there was cars, but not where near we were at.
There was cars everywhere. That's
What
why.
do you- it's closed. Oh, I guess
So-
everybody didn't know we
That's
closed
why
that
I
day.
didn't believe it was closed because there was cars everywhere. I was like, what the fuck?
Alright, y'all. That was the end of the vlog. See y'all. Peace.